So do you think that all real estate deals close, or do you think some deals die? Hi, I'm Leslie DeLuca. I'm a broker associate with Compass in Carmel, helping people buy and sell real estate right here on the beautiful Monterey Peninsula. So there are reasons that you want to use a realtor when you're buying and selling property, because sometimes things come up and you won't know how to handle them, and then your deal will die. Now sometimes there's things like financing. Financing sometimes can fall through. So let's just say if you're on the seller side and you have 7 offers, you need to understand how to look at those offers and look at the financing behind those offers so that you can see, maybe you'll have an offer that's $70,000 over everybody else. But if you don't have proof of funds, or if they have some wanky, weird lender from the internet, that might not even be accurate. So you need to understand how to discern all of those offers, because financing can make everything go south. I always say that the loan is the heart of the deal. And if somebody offers cash, you want to make sure that you see proof of those funds. So that's one way. And inspection repair requests. Now that sometimes can kill a deal, because buyers have to understand that you're not, even when you buy a new house, it's not perfect, but no house is perfect, right? So as a buyer has to be reasonable with their inspection and repair requests. And then a seller has to understand that you can't leave your mess for somebody else to clean up, but then expect them to pay $1 million, right? So everybody has to put the hat on of the other person and look at it from their perspective. And then you have to look at the overall big picture. So inspection repair requests can kill a deal. Now sometimes when you have inspections, you find things that even the seller didn't know about. That's a huge deal. Like I've had things where the house was falling off the foundation. So if you have a realtor that knows about that, then you get a contractor in there to look at it, to see how much it costs. And a lot of times we can save the deal because we can negotiate it for you. And appraisals. So another thing that sellers don't understand is this. You might think your house is worth $5 million. We all have an emotional attachment to our houses, right? Because we planted that rose garden and we put in that granite and we did this and we know how much we spent. So we think our house is worth a lot of money. So we want to price our house at $5 million. But if it's not fair market value $5 million, if somebody offers you $5 million for the house and you accept it, when the appraiser comes in there and does an appraisal and it only appraises for $3.5 million, which is what the fair market value is, then the people that are going to buy your house, their lender is only going to lend on $3.5 million, and they're going to have to come up with the balance. Most people aren't going to do that. So you're working with a realtor. We show you the market in your area, we show you all of the trends, and we give you a realistic number of the low, median, and high of where your house will probably sell. And you really want to go at the low number, because that's going to give you the most showings and the most activity, and you'll probably get multiple offers over asking price. And I know this because it just happened to me in Carmel. I had a house and it could have been priced at one place or another, and we priced it at the lowest point, and we got 8 offers all over asking price, and a phenomenal offer way over asking price, but within the realm of where it should have been. So that's the way you want to do it. And an experienced realtor will help you with that. closing on time. Closing on time. So a lot of times people, if you say it's a 30-day escrow, people count on that. So they'll hire the moving van and they'll hire all of the things that they want that you need to move. And then the loan gets postponed or the repairs don't happen. And so you have to delay the closing. I have one actually that was supposed to close today. And I just got an email this morning from the HOA saying, oh no, we can't close today because we need this, 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 and this. We can't close for 2 weeks. I haven't called my client yet. But now, if my client had the moving truck in front of that house, she doesn't, it'd be a problem. So you have to be very realistic about closing, and a lot of times it changes. Disclosures and contingencies. Now, as a seller, you have to disclose every material fact to your buyer. And there are about it's this thick, the disclosures that you have to give them by law. And you want to do that because you don't have a choice. Do you know what those are? Do you know why you have to give them to them? And do you know you have the liability all on you if you do it yourself? And do you know the timelines? Most people don't, because you don't do this every day. So the disclosures and the contingencies, we will take care of all of that for you. We will explain that to you, and then we take on the liability as well, and we have E&O insurance, so you're not stuck there by yourself not knowing what to do. Because most people think that they could sell their house themselves, but they have no idea. I just told somebody yesterday, another realtor, I said, people think that we just open doors and look at pretty houses, and that's not what we do. That's not what we do. That's the fun part. But really, a good realtor negotiates and takes care of all the paperwork, and you don't even know. That's why you think that's what we do, because basically it's like we're the captain of the ship, and you just have fun on the cruise most of the time. And sometimes there's bumps, but then we steer it. So that's another thing. HOA reviews. I just went over that. HOA reviews can blow up a deal because in some instances, the HOA has to approve the buyer, and they don't for some reason. Some of these times it's financial, sometimes it's many reasons, so that'll blow up a deal. So before you write an offer, before somebody writes an offer or you accept an offer, you should have a little worksheet to make sure that they fit the criteria. If you're buying a property, do not make a major purchase during escrow. Carnal sin. Do not make a major purchase during escrow. That will blow up your deal. You cannot charge anything. You cannot open a new credit card. Don't go buy furniture. Don't buy a new car. Don't do anything until escrow closes, because at the end, right before you close, your lender, the underwriter, is going to pull your credit again. And if anything's changed, they won't fund your loan. Don't quit your job either. I've had all of these things happen. And so, and a lot of times lenders don't tell you that. They just don't, because they don't think you're going to do that. So that's another thing. So if you have more questions about buying or selling real estate, you can download my buyer's guide, and I also have a seller's guide. I'd love to have you have them in your hands so you're ready and prepared in the real estate world.